Here at Savor the Burn Studios, we have yet to have a bad pour from Union Horse Distilling Company.
In fact, we had a great pour of this at the distilling company.
We did. If you saw that episode where we got to go through, what was that, eight different tastings? It probably was
with
like
Damien,
right at 7.
Damien
with Damien
Garcia.
Yeah, co-founder.
Mm-hmm.
He a very cool guy. I mean, cool as the other side of the pillow. Like if you get a chance to meet him, you're among the lucky ones. He's definitely a cool dude.
He's like, we got 7 to taste tonight. Are you guys ready for this?
Think I ain't, motherfucker. Let's rock. So we're gonna get back into this one, give it a proper rating, and give you a little bit more of the history of Union Horse Distilling Company. And if that sounds good to you, it sounds good to us. So ready or not, let's go. Hello, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, theys and thems. Thank you for tuning in to this here episode of the Savor the Burn podcast on YouTube or your favorite podcast app of choice. No matter how you're consuming our content, we are stoked to have you along. And thank you to the Patreons for being supporters. We can't thank you enough. And Miss Katie, right off the bat, we're going to throw out this appreciation thing, the heart hand things. Like, I think I'm doing that right. There you go. That's to you, and really kind of to all of you fellow whiskey, bourbon, whatever enthusiasts. We're just happy to have you along. We're so stoked. Today we're getting into this bottle of the Rivalist by Union Horse Distilling Company.
I am so stoked about this bottle.
And you may be wondering if this is your first time watching or your first time listening. Who am I? And who is that other voice? And who is this guy over here across the barrels from me? This is Mr. W2. How do you do?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. All right. $2 moonshine shots. A little Jim Kilroy for you. But my name is Jonathan. I'm the fellow co-host here on this bad boy. And this bad boy, meaning Savor the Burn podcast. And anyway, getting back into it, we're going to get into
if anyone has spent some time with
what
us,
Union Horse
they may have
Distilling
seen
has to offer.
We spent it was an extra long episode.
It really was. It was a very long episode.
At the Union Horse Distilling Company with Damien Garcia.
Yeah, he gave us the full tour.
We got a tour.
Showed us the showroom, the milling room. Everything's covered in dust.
And then we bellied up to the bar, and he started pulling bottles out, and he's like, "I got 7 for you guys to try. Are you ready?" Mm-hmm.
And no, it's not the camera. My belly up to the bar. It's definitely more of a belly up to the bar experience than W2's got.
But so we went bam, 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 thank you, ma'am.
We really did.
All the way through all 7. We talked about them as we went, but I mean, we plowed through all 7 of those. When we got to this one, I was genuinely wowed, and I have been thinking about getting back into this one, having a little bit more of a pour, and really being able to focus just on this one, because let's be honest,
he gave us like what 3/4 ounce, single ounce pours or whatever of all 7.
They were great pours, but let's be honest, because we had 7 of them, because we were still just reeling from being at the distiller,
the rapid fire.
Yep, we're at the distiller. We just came off the tour. Everything's going through our heads. It was hard to focus on one thing in particular. And so I have been dying to get back into this one, because he popped the top in this one. The first sip of this one, I was just like, oh, this is something special. Yeah. I want to really get to know this one a little bit better.
And I think he tried to tell us that as much, like that this is a special thing. Yeah. So let me try not to take so long cutting into the neckband here, because I'm trying to do things a little more clean when it comes to cutting into the neckbands. So like I'll go after it with my thumbnail, and sometimes I've trimmed my thumbnails too much, and like, oh my god,
I definitely have some bottles on the shelves that it looks like I just tried to gnaw through the neck tape,
right?
Because I was just like, get it off it.
Right.
Some of the tape isn't just tape. Some of it has a little bit of that
Like a filament, yeah.
in there. And so you're like,
Yeah,
why
you're
isn't this coming
trying to
up?
do like a hard twist, like, and it's just not working. It's like completely stretching the words that are on here. Like it won't say handcrafted. It'll be like crafted.
So before you pop it though,
Yeah,
this is the Union Horse Rivalist American Single Malt Whiskey. And what better time to get into this one than just not that far after the fact that officially American Single Malt is an official category.
Yes, it became that.
So
earlier this year in 2025, we're definitely stoked to see that happen as an official category for sure.
Please, if you'd be so kind to do the honors.
Well, here we go. I don't know what that was. Here we go.
Love it.
It had a nice pucker pop, but I moved the bottle around so much, all you heard was all the sloshing. That's my fault if I messed that up. But yeah, anyway, so it's very
Those on audio only thinks you just tilted the bottle back and
maybe I did.
So like I said, this is the Union Horse Rivalist American Single Malt Whiskey. Category American Malt Whiskey. Produced in the USA, specifically in Kansas. Specifically in Lenexa, Kansas.
Right around the
Right
bend.
down the street. This is distilled by Union Horse Distilling Company. There is no age statement, but it is 4+ years. So
Okay.
4 to 6, 4 to 7, whatever that is. I know when we talked about their bourbons and their ryes, Damien talked about the 5 to 7 age range on those. But this is listed at 4+ years, no age statement. Coming in at 96 proof.
There was a little bit of that, excuse me, when it's ready, that's when it comes out. Which we're always happy to hear.
Rivalist American Single Malt Whiskey is a small batch artisanal whiskey made from 100% malted barley, handcrafted from start to finish using 3 styles of barley: Odyssey, chocolate, and caramel malts.
Oh.
In our copper pot still, whose name is...
Chester Copperpot.
There you go.
How cool is that? If you're a
him to
Goonie, you
work.
get it. If not, go watch the Goonies. What are you doing? Get out of
Then
here.
aged to perfection in new oak barrels. Rivalist is beautifully complex, yet elegantly simple. Sit back, pour a glass, and give a toast to perfection. Aged 4+ years and non-chill filtered. Each bottle is hand numbered and signed by master distiller and co-founder Patrick Garcia. I also want to take the time to also mention that awards and accolades to date on this include the American Spirits Council of Tasters Platinum Award in 2023, 2023 Ascot Award Platinum winner. In 2023, also in New York, the World Wine and Spirits Competition, Double Gold. And in 2024, San Francisco's World Spirits Competition, Double Gold. This nose.
Sourdough, the grassy notes are there because it's
very much so.
It's the barley. But I feel like it's got a little bit of caramel, and I'm wondering if that's coming from the barrel. Are you picking up on caramel? Or is it like a sugar thing? What is that?
And keep in mind too,
brown sugar.
A lot of your caramel, a lot of your brown sugar notes come from the new charred oak.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm getting some baking spices.
But
I'm also kind of getting. I know this is 100% barley, but I'm kind of getting a sourdough kind of a vibe on the nose.
Yeah. Sourdough was the first thing I noticed. I mean, I know it's a bad word to say in some circles, but it's like a funky sourdough. Like if you've ever done that Amish bread starter.
Sure.
Mush it up in the bag and then leave it on the counter.
That's a lot of cinnamon and sugar.
A week and a half.
Though.
That is, yeah. But like if you're not doing that one and you're doing a different kind, which I guess you kind of have to do that one because it takes all that sugar to activate that yeast to make things happen. Long story longer, it's sourdough for sure.
The nose is very soft. I feel like
96
it
proof.
has
It
kind of kind of a lemongrassy kind of a
Lemongrass, you think?
But there's also just a nice soft, and when I think of soft, I'm also incorporating that into the caramel that I am getting on the nose, just like you.
Yeah.
Let's get this on the palate, dude.
Yeah, let's do it.
Union
Cheers.
Horse, Damien and Patrick Garcia. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Definitely. Actually,
man.
this reminds me.
Oh man.
I don't think it reminded me of it during that distillery tour video that we did. But this kind of reminds me of that Leopold Brothers because of that sourdough. Like the Leopold Brothers was a much thicker, much more in your face sourdough.
It was pumpernickel. It was sourdough.
French toast.
It was marbled rye bread.
It was so much happening all at once. It was hard to really concentrate on anything else.
Oh, man.
This here, a lot of that has been stripped away. Like if you had to compare, but we're not comparing because to compare is unfair. But it's a sourdough experience on the palate.
This is so delicious. This is absolutely freaking delicious.
It's sweet.
Is there a little bit of I don't know if it's just because it's a single malt I'm inferring it, but is there a little bit of a, not necessarily peatiness, but a smokiness?
I'm not picking up on it.
And maybe there's a little bit of, maybe it's more of a char that I'm just kind of pushing into a
Maybe
smell.
because oak does show up here on the ass end of this thing here in the finish. Let me try to get another pull and try to see if I can reverse engineer some of that smoke or some of that.
There's a
peat.
nice grassy note on the palate and the finish.
Right. Whoops. I almost wrote palate.
Vanilla knows straight through the end of the finish. It just keeps right on going, right till it just...
Yeah, it really does kind of remind me of a non-smoking section Scotch, where it's not like peaty at all. What is
an unpeated Scotch?
What are some of there's one region of Scotch that is known for sometimes not being Speyside. Speyside Scotches, not all of them are peated. But yeah, maybe. I mean, this doesn't drink like a Speyside Scotch. Don't get me wrong, but it reminds me. I mean, because the Scotches are generally single grain, single malt,
right?
And
the dried fruits and the orchard fruits that you get on a Speyside Scotch. This has that. This has that quality. Actually, when I drink this, I think about Aberlour.
Okay. Are you picking up any honey notes on the palate?
Yes, there's definitely some honey there. There's definitely a honey sweetness.
Perfect. So sourdough, grassy, dried fruit that I'm picking up on like for days, and honey on the palate. And to me, it's a lingering honey sweet. It's a lingering honey sweet on the palate. I think the
excuse me.
Right, you got to keep that. You got to keep your neck strip straight.
Otherwise, Phil's gonna lose his shit.
Yeah, he'll break into your house in the middle of the night, and he will rearrange all the neck tape labels from the. I don't know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's like
we love our buddy Phil.
He's gonna come down your chimney in the middle of the night, and he's gonna fix things around your house.
Saint Philip.
Saint Philippe. Philmageddon Claus. Sounds like something you need insurance for.
Is there insurance for that?
Finish. I got oak. It's grassy. There's a lingering honey sweet.
Okay, so
I think the sourdough is still there.
Let's talk a little bit about that 96 proof. I don't think this drink's 90 proof.
I don't. You don't think it?
This is so smooth, so easy drinking. There's a little bit of a warmth. Warmth. That's a word, isn't it? Warmness right back here, but not a lot at all. Almost none. It's just super nice and smooth.
I'm gonna give this 2 drops.
Smooth to the point where I don't know if I would want to. I don't know if I'd want this in a cocktail. This is just great by itself.
I would. Only because
that said,
it's an incredible pour neat, and it's affordable, and it's out there. I can't help it.
That said, I would go straight Scotch cocktail with this.
Okay.
And do a Godfather.
A Godfather.
This as a Godfather.
Yeah.
Amaretto, your single malt American whiskey, not Scotch.
Right.
And orange peel, expressed, wiped, dropped in.
Drop in there. Serve it neat in a coupe?
No, you put a large cube.
Large cube in a rocks glass?
In a rocks glass.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
All right. Don't be an ass.
Freeze your glass.
Yeah.
You heathens.
Or your mother stores her citrus in her sock drawer.
You got to be civilized. Come on now.
Be civilized.
Freeze your glass.
Show some self-respect.
Have some class.
Right. It's 2025, maybe 2026 when you're watching this. Who knows? Maybe 2032. Who gives a freaking heck? Do you give a freaking heck? We do. That's why we do this podcast. Hopefully this is still around in 2032.
I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't be batch, what is this, batch 5? It'll be batch
All right.
305.
What I don't have on my notes, and I know a handful of people from Union Horse follow us. I'm looking at you, Sean. Leave us a comment. When was this first released? Because that I don't remember.
Yeah. When did the first release come out?
It's batch... Does it say batch 5?
Yeah, it says batch 5, bottle number 196.
It can't be that long ago. It's definitely a couple years.
Is that
but
chapter
I don't
PG?
know.
Yeah,
What?
chapter PG, I'm guessing.
No, that's Patrick Garcia.
Oh, it says crafter, not chapter. Goodness.
You did that while we were at the distillery.
I did? Okay.
Stupid whiskey!
Stupid. Oh, goodness.
So before we get into our numbers,
Yeah.
I noticed sitting over here, there's something on the side of that. You want to peruse that real quick and see if there's anything
Yeah.
worthwhile?
Little info on the side. Rivalist, it says...
And just to point out, I love the square bottle.
Yes.
I mean, it is squared off. It's thick. I love the irregular thickness on the sides and everything.
Gives you that blown glass kind of look to it.
It has a very blown glass look to it. But I love the wraparound. There's a little something on the side of this.
Yeah, there
it
is.
says Rivalist. And maybe I read it, maybe I didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
I just want to make sure we don't miss anything because there's so much to unpack with this bottle.
There really is, and there was with the tasting on this one here. We haven't even gotten into our score on this, but yeah, it says Rivalist up here at the top, so you know what you're about to get into. Rivalist American Single Malt Whiskey is a small batch artisanal whiskey made from 100% malted barley by Union Horse Distilling Company. Handcrafted from start to finish using the finest Midwest barley in our copper pot still. Then
Chester Copper Pot. Then aged to perfection in new oak barrels. Beautifully complex and elegantly simple. Rivalist combines tender notes of caramel, orange peel, and baking spices with a long-lasting, succulent finish. What a wonderful word. Succulent. I love that.
Sit back, pour a glass, and give a toast to perfection.
So, and to add to that and to reiterate it, because I read it earlier, but this is made with Odyssey, chocolate, and caramel malted barley.
Three different
barleys, malted barleys.
And they're malted.
Yeah.
Yeah. How cool is that? Yeah.
So that said, what did you give this on the nose?
Oh, nose, 475. For me, I mean, this thing, it stood up, it shouted right in my face, and it screamed at me. It maybe not Halford style, but like, it was right up there, like, it was in my face, and it was angry. And, well, not angry, because, like, it was whatever. It was aggressive, and it was delicious. So
it was singing love songs.
Yeah, there was, right. There were notes of sourdough. It was grassy because of the barley. Baking spices all over the place. Caramel, lemongrass. You found it lemongrass, but yet it was still soft. And this is just the nose, a 96 proof nose, and honey and orchard fruit that you would normally find in a Scotch. So it was an easy 475 for me, and just, I mean,
it's fantastic.
I've said all there is to say, guys. If you haven't had this, get it.
I came in at 4.5.
You came at 4.5?
So I'm just right behind you.
Okay.
I agree
4.5.
100% with everything you said.
4.5.
It's amazing.
Yep. And once again, we're a quarter point away from each other, half a bip. Who gives a shit, right? These are our scores, not your scores. If you would give this a different score, if you've had it, please send us an email, info, Jonathan, or W2 at savortheburn.com. Moving on to palate. It was sweet. It was sourdough. There was some grassy notes that carried through from the nose.
Dude, this palate screamed.
The dried fruit, I think, really came through. The honey came through. And with just a touch of oak. And, it was the Black Sabbath, finale for me. I mean, it was everything that I wanted it to be, everything I hoped it would be. Respectively, knowing what I know, like it was a 5. Like I gave it a 5. I gave it a 5. Deal with it. That's my score. That's my number.
Wait.
Once again,
what did you give it?
I gave it a 5. 5.0.
Girl.
Emphasis on the 5. It was delicious. How about you?
Girl.
For real?
For real.
See, here I was trying to give it all the aggression that I could, and be like, yeah, that's my number. What? Anyway, oh man, I hope you're using Philmageddon's bidet. Yeah, so moving on to finish. It was oak, it was grassy, because of the barley. It carried through all the way from nose to palate to finish. There was the lingering honey sweet. It just carried on and carried on and carried on. It was nice and warm. It was coating. It was a very full experience here. The sourdough was all the way from nose to finish. I have grassy on here twice because I'm stupid. And the orchard fruit that we found on the nose showed back up on the on the finish. I thought this is still incredible, but not as incredible as the palate. So I brought it back down a quarter point to 4.75. That's my reasoning. Nice. That's how I came to that score. How about you?
So my finish fell off a little bit. I absolutely loved everything about this finish.
Yeah.
So the distance between the 5 and the 4.25. Pay no mind to that. The 4.25 is still a stellar finish. I love this finish so much. It had just the right amount of warmthness. All those flavors kind of just slow tapered right on out to the very end. And yeah, it was fantastic. But I also the palate is where it was for me. The palate is where this really shined for me.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, my finish was 4.25.
Easy for me. We talked the bottle presentation. We talked about it. It's square. It's kind of blown glass. It's got a heavy bottom. It's got the natural cork right there. It had a nice pop. It's got a neck band that you can easily lock in here. It's got.
I love that dark wood.
It's the Union Horse logo. It's like kind of split down the middle. One side is white, and the other side is a metallic kind of champagne, kind of like polished bronze
not
kind of
quite
look
gold,
to it.
Not bronze.
Right. It's in the in between right there. So I like that. I mean really, it's not just trying to be transparent as possible here. It's not just because they had us out for a tour and a private tasting and honestly, Damien was such a cool guy.
Absolutely. And honestly, anyone who saw...
The proof is in the whiskey.
Anyone who watched that episode, I think genuinely would agree. They saw both of us have a wow moment as soon as he poured this one specifically. I mean, all of them were fantastic. This one really just grabbed both of us and we're just like...
I think he said something like it's perfect for the summer or something. Do you remember something about that? Like it's a great summer
whiskey.
Right. I think he just because of the high malt content in the grassy notes to it.
I can see that.
It's like it's perfect for the summer. You're out on your patio. You're out on your deck. You're out on your front porch. Whatever, what have you? It's just something that it would make a great daily pour. It'd make a great weekend pour. whatever, all the things. So bottle presentation, getting back to it, it's got a dark wood, hardwood. It's got the cool topper strap over here. It says small batch up here on the very top.
Yep.
I really like these Union Horse bottles. I mean, you can stack them deep. They've got a thin profile. It's
fantastic.
It's squared off, well, more rectangular than square, whatever, splitting hairs here. I gave it a 4 1/4. Some of the others we gave 4. One of them I think we might have given a 5 because it was that 10-year that came in the box.
It came in a box.
If you weren't careful of how you picked it up, the damn thing would have slipped out and landed on the floor. But yeah,
that did slide across the floor.
But it survived.
It survived.
Because
it bounced off my foot and then slid across the floor.
Okay. Otherwise, that could have been tragic. I mean, it could have been tragic with a broken toe, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I personally gave it a 4 1/4. How about you? Where are you at?
I gave it 4 1/2.
You gave 4 1/2?
I just absolutely love the square bottle.
Yeah.
And also to know that
it's batch 5.
This is not printed.
Right.
This is actually every day. Patrick Garcia comes in.
Yeah.
To inspect the bottles.
Yeah, we talk about passion projects. That's part of his passion.
Yeah. And then to hand sign them.
Yeah.
And also, I want to see it for myself. This one does not have it. We saw some of their bottles actually had the Union Horse logo on the back side of it. This one does not have it.
Like on the back side of the label?
Yes.
Yeah. Which is definitely a cool, interesting touch. I mean, when distilleries do that.
But to know that Master Distiller actually comes in and actually puts pen to bottle, hand signs every single bottle, that's really cool. And
it shows
and I think that's special.
His gift shitter is still intact. Like he cares. He cares about what he's doing.
Yep.
And they've been around for. You remember about how long that this distillery has been in operation?
So
at least 10 years because they have a 10-year.
Oh, 100%. So if I remember correctly, 2012 is when they officially came out.
Oh, wow.
2010, 11 is when they started getting the wheels rolling.
Okay.
They officially released 2012, I think. And I say that because one of the things that we talked about while we were there on the tour and in the previous episode is Rieger's, their rebirth, relaunch was 2014. Union Horse was there
2012.
before anyone in the Kansas City area was doing anything.
Yeah. 2012, that was bourbon. One of the years that the world was supposed to end with the Mayan calendar thing.
Well,
remember that? That was a weird year. That was such a weird year. Ugh, stupid. Anyway, so...
all that to say, what did you give this as a final?
Yeah, my final score, it was in those 4 categories, 0 to 5, nose, palate, finish, bottle presentation, 0 to 5 score added up to a possible 20 divided by 2. I ended up with a 9 3/8, 9.375.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I'm just a hair behind you at 9 1/8, 9.125.
9.125. Okay. All right. I mean, these are anything above a 9, anything above an 8. I would think anything above an 8 is really good. Anything above a 9 is great, exceptional. Yeah. This one clocked in pretty high for us.
Yeah.
And we're totally stoked. And
I feel timing is perfect for this bottle because
I don't think there's a bad time for this bottle.
There's not a bad time for this bottle, but
Summer,
fall,
yeah.
Specifically, earlier this year, American Single Malt becoming an official category.
How cool is that? How cool is that? Like, this is batch 5, right?
Otherwise,
so it showed up on their 5th batch.
Otherwise, this just becomes another
whiskey,
just generic American whiskey.
American whiskey, yeah.
Because of that, this is able to stand on its own as a single malt category.
And it did stand on its own. It won 3 awards, right? Isn't that what was over there in the notes? To date, 3 awards.
Yep.
I would encourage the guys to take advantage of this blank space over here. Add space here.
Sure.
Like Carlos said to some of our art ideas. But yeah, so, consider that. You know, take it from
Yeah.
this long hair.
Yeah.
You need to add more to your minimalist label things, and that's just me being, you know, facetious, whatever. I don't care. So, long story short, long story longer, if you're in the Lenexa, Kansas, you know, Shawnee, Lenexa, well, specifically Lenexa area, stop by Union Horse Distilling Company if they're open. They're not always open. Check their calendar, check their website. I think it's right here on the bottle. Yeah, it is right here. UnionHorse.com. UnionHorse.com. And check their calendar of events. They do have special nights for tastings and cocktails, special events.
They have events all the time.
Yeah, shits and giggles. Like, it's great. Maybe plan your Kansas City weekend trip around it. You know, we've got a lot to offer here in the Kansas City metro area. It's not just whiskey. There's other things. Like there's soccer games and football games and baseball games. Oh my! There's, you know, arts and crafts. There's First Fridays, down in the West Bottoms and the East Bottoms.
Well, West Bottoms. And Union Horse is all over the place.
Whatever. Yes, Union Horse bottles. Yeah.
They get out and about.
Yeah, and they're like in 5-6 different states, something like that. So. If you get your hands on this bottle, which we highly encourage you to get your hands on this bottle, if you are into those funky kind of sourdough notes or single malts or like 3 different kinds of barley going into one bottle. If you don't like Scotch because of the heavy peatiness, that heavy smokiness, and you wish to God there was a whiskey that was like that, just didn't have all that noise, check out this bottle. I think this is as close as, unless you go space side and unpeated space side, which go for it, try it, let us know what you think. This bottle right here, it's knocking at that door. So all that to say, no matter who you are, where you are, what you're drinking, who you're drinking it with, thank you so much for checking out this episode of the Savor the Burn podcast. Keep on burning.